Okay, it's amazing how fast 1,000 miles goes by, but we are now at 1,000 miles on the Fungineers Funwheel / TFL build. We're going to go ahead and roll this with live stats and do a little hill play here towards the end of it. So far this has been a great board. 1,000 miles in, no problems with anything. Everything's just been solid. The only thing I've had to do is replace the tire. Did that at 500 miles, and now I'm running this Burris TX33 treaded. Sounds like Angry Bees at about 20 miles an hour, but other than that, it's an okay tire. Definitely a long life tire. Okay, so the number one thing I'm loving about this board is the torque and power. It has made it so much more better, stable, safe. You can just ride it how you want to ride it. Slam hard on those brakes, come around a corner, shove it hard into the accelerator, and it's not going into the cement like my XR would. I mean, this thing's got so much power. I'd put it up against the GTS, but the only real competition would probably be a float wheel ADV, but I chose this setup and it is just great. Doing everything that I can never do on a one wheel, and it's doing things I know you're not going to be doing on a GTS or even maybe the XR Classic. This thing's just got the goods and got the power. Because what you guys really want to see is maybe a little bit of speed and some hill play, so let's get with it.
Whoa, slow down dude, you're going too fast. 22 miles per hour. 22 miles per hour. 22 miles per hour. Are you trying to impress me? I hope you're wearing your gear. 20 miles per hour. 21.
Looks like I'm getting a notification on my phone I left my one wheel behind. Or did one wheel leave me behind? Amazing how this board just accelerates so well. Holding on to these really squiggly, bendy sidewalks. Seems like in my neighborhood they didn't know how to make it very straight, at least not through these areas, but that's what makes them fun. Get a lot of slalom type of riding going at high speed. It's good times. As long as no one's on the sidewalks, and usually they're wide open around here. So we're going to come up onto this hill real quick, and we're going to have to do a little bit of a doggy edit, because dogs just love to chase my butt on this thing. I don't know why, but zip past a dog on a one wheel and I get angry. Alright, time to ditch this boring sidewalk stuff. Alright, there I came in a little hot and heavy. I didn't give the ATR enough time to kind of kick in. My settings are all pretty much as you download them, except for a couple of critical change ones that you do. And as far as the ATR, I got it on I think the intensity's on 2 on one of the settings. It's the only one I changed, and it was enough to where I could start battling these hills but not lose my great street ride. I mostly ride street, and I don't want that settings to get too off in the lieu of doing hills. But come on, gotta do some hills. That right there was a lack of skill. My toe came up at under 1 mile per hour, and if your sensor's set for 2 zones, your board will turn off as it should. I have my board at 2 zone sensors. If it was on 1 zone sensor, I would have nailed that. But hey, let's put the most challenge into it. We'll conquer this hill. Of course, it's also a little awkward filming with the camera. I usually don't ride with a camera in my hand, but how else will I show you guys this stuff? And look at that attempt. Like I didn't even try, you know? It's like, so easy. How about downhill? Wow, did excellent on the downhill. Not even so much as rubbed the tail. But let me give you guys a good side angle view of this hill. I mean, it's no joke steep. Camera doesn't really do it justice, so. So I thought, in honor of Max Sen's videos that definitely have inspired me to even try to make a video like this, I thought I would break out the phone and here, let's go ahead and measure the percentage of grade of these this here hill. You know, pretty nothing there. Yeah, whoop-de-doo, 8%. And then as soon as you get to the beginning of this creek levee, it really starts to crank up fast. 25-24%. That starts pissing off an XR. Kind of measured from the taint on this one. It's more like 38%. That's not a good measurement. That phone wasn't all the way down. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Here's a pretty solid read. Same here, nice pretty solid read. And then it's really the steepest when it crests up this hill. Alright, I also thought I'd show you guys some live stats from the Vest tool side of things. The tool's pretty nice. A little harder for my eyes to see on the phone, but a lot more data. It seems like it's thrown on one page versus Surf Data's app. But Surf Data, I love your app. That's my #1 go-to app right now until I find something better. Until I do, it's the best. Okay, so now we're going to head down to another stretch of hills that I've visited on my XR several times and tried to do anything, but not anything can ever be done with that board. So I thought I'd revisit it with this much better, more powerful board. And you know, results, you know, for me were quite surprising. So this is basically just a lump of dirt that goes straight up. Ooh, went pretty good. Better than I thought it would. If I had maybe one of those remote tilts, I should maybe put a remote tilt in, then you can just tilt up the nose. I'm sure it would crank all the way up it. But you can't just try anything once, try it again. Yeah, I'd have to change my nose angle or do a remote tilt or something there. Definitely not a lack of power to the board. Unfortunately, there's an obstacle in the way and it's just kind of ruining the vibe here, so I'm going to move this out of the way. And the result of doing that, it kicked off the live feed for the Vest tool. As you can see, it just kind of just disappeared there. That was unfortunate. I was hoping to get live stats for both of these hill climbs, but that didn't happen on this particular one. Maybe in the next video down the road. And hey Mario, your battery is still kicking ass and taking names, and then it kind of was butt dialing that app, and it's like, yeah, those numbers look great. Awesome battery, especially after 1,000 miles. These rollers are pretty fun with this board. It's just got the power just to play on them. Yeah, I kind of went into a straight wall right there, really. That was kind of an impossible line. Good thing it's not a race. I'd be losing. But I've never been able to do any of this stuff over here on this side of the levees until finally, you know, I had this board. I mean, this thing is just a monster. It's a beast. Yeah, Burris tire kind of slipped perfectly on that rock. You can see the little black streak it left. But we do not give up. We keep on trying until we conquer the hill. And keep in mind, I got this on like the lowest ATR settings possible. This board's set up for street, not for this hill climbs at all. And once you find that line, it's like not even trying. But for all you guys that stayed along this far to watch to the end, I thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But before I leave you, I'm going to give you a side view of that same hill climb into the sunset. And enjoy and float on, my friends.